Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a different video. I've never done something like this before, but I was looking on the Best of Beauty awards for Allure for 2017, and I thought it would be a really cool idea to use all the products that I had from the list in a tutorial. So that's what I did today, and I wanted to create a discussion and see which products you think should have won an award this year, or maybe which products on the list you think shouldn't have won an award, because there are some that I don't necessarily agree with. But if you want to see how I created this look using all award-winning products from the Best of Beauty Allure 2017 awards, then just keep watching. To prep my skin and use as my moisturizer and primer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Hydrogenius for normal to dry skin. They also have one for oily skin types. I do have normal to slightly dehydrated skin, and I like this throughout the year, so I wasn't surprised to see this. I think this is great moisturizer in general, especially prior to makeup. With my moisturizers, I just like to press them into my skin. I find this makes it feel a little bit tacky and really helps with the pores if you're using this as a primer, like I like to use moisturizers. So you can see that on my skin it's getting a little bit tacky, and that's going to help the foundation adhere and last longer. For foundation, they had a couple ones that made it into the Best of Beauty category. They had the CoverGirl Elixir foundation, which I did a review on. It didn't work out for me, though I know a lot of people love that one. And one that I absolutely love that's in my top 5 for foundation, I was happy to see the Dior Forever Perfect in there. And this is one of my favorite foundations. I have 2 shades because I love it so much. As soon as I purchase 2 shades of the foundation, you know it's a favorite of mine. So I'm going to be using the shade 21 Linen today. For makeup tools, the original Beauty Blender made the list. Not a surprise there. I'll let you know when there's surprises to me. It was funny when I was looking at the list, which made me think of this idea for a video. I saw a lot of my favorites. So that's why I really wanted to do a video showcasing all of the products that won the Allure Awards this year. For concealer, they also had a couple concealers in the Best of Beauty category. And I saw my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I love anything with the soft matte finish right now. Foundation concealer, I love it. I just think it looks like skin and looks so natural. And this is my hands down favorite concealer ever. It used to be NARS Radiant Creamy. This has won me over. Definitely think this deserves an award this year. I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender and apply that underneath my eyes to conceal. I'm using the shade Ginger. I'm also going to use it to prime my lids. For powder, Rimmel had the best powder of the year. I went to store to try and find it. I could not find it. I know there's been so many powders that released this year, so I'm just going to lightly use one of my favorites, which is the Too Faced Born This Way. And I'm not going to use this all over my face just because I don't want to affect the full face of the award-winning products. I'm just going to simply use this to set the under eye area. For brows, there were several things that won in that category. We had the Anastasia No. 12 eyebrow brush. I'm just going to use the spoolie end to comb through my brows. And then for the pencil, we have Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I'll be using in the shade Ebony, and then we have the Benefit Gimme Brow. Both products I use and love. No surprise there for me again, so I'm just going to fill in my brows using those. Now just using the brush side of that Anastasia No. 12 brush, I'm going to take a little bit of my NARS Soft Matte Concealer and just clean up underneath my brow area. For the eyes, the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette was the winning palette. This one actually surprised me a bit because I feel like with so many palettes that came out this past year, this one, if I were to think of a palette, wouldn't be the one that comes to mind. And if you like mattes and a variety of cool and warm tones, it's a pretty basic palette, the ultimate basic palette. So we're going to be doing a basic eye look. I'm gonna mix Nudie and Pregame and just put that all over my lid space up to my brow. And this is a Smith 235 brush. I'm gonna use the shade Commando on that same brush and buff this into my crease. Next, taking the shade Faith on a Smith 247. Just going to put that lower into my crease. Now taking the shade Extra Bitter on a Smith 230, I'm gonna buff that into my outer corner. Taking my Soft Matte Complete Concealer from NARS on that same Anastasia 12 brush, I'm just going to lightly do a half cut crease and just clean up the lid space. Another award-winning product is this 201 brush from e.l.f. I love this brush series that they came out with. They're really affordable, great quality. I'm just going to take a mixture of Pregame and Nudie again, pack it on that brush, and just set that concealer in place. Now we're just going to blend out those outer corners so they're not patchy. With the shadow and the concealer mixed, it can look a little bit patchy. So we're just going back to that 230 brush with the shade Extra Bitter. I'm not putting any more product on it. Just going to blend that in. And then to help with the gradient, I'm going to take a bit of Faith on that same brush and do the same blend. We lost a little bit of depth, so I'm just going back with Extra Bitter. Then the 235 with no added product, just blend all the harsh edges. To make it even smokier, I'm going to take a mixture of Blackjack and Lethal and deepen up that very outer corner. And then blend that out. Taking a little bit of Faith, just going to blend out the edges. For liner, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Curvitude liner in black. And this was one of my favorite liners this year. I love this liner because it has the curve to it, and it dries super black, very matte, and you can make very precise lines. Now for mascara, there were 3 that I saw that I had and love. We have the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara, which looks like this. This is my favorite for my lower lashes. I love it. It's good for the upper as well, but I have my absolute favorite mascara, hands down, all-time favorite. Came out this year, and it is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. This is great for volume, length. It's a drier formula, which I really like. And if you like a more wet formula, they have the Lancome Monsieur Big. It's much more expensive, but still a great mascara nonetheless. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara for this look because I will be applying some falsies, and I wanted to show you how it looks like on my lower lashes. Just going to smoke out my lower lash line as my mascara dries. I'm going to use Faith on a Smith 247 on that pencil brush, and I still have a little bit of black. Just going to run it very close to the waterline. For lashes, Kiss came out with some faux mink lashes. I'm just going to pop these on my eyes right now so I can get them out of the package. Now I'm just waiting for that glue to dry on my lash band, and if there happens to be any that I need to correct, I'm just gonna go back in with my liner and just go over that white area. Going to take some of the shade Blow in the palette. Forgot to do the highlights. So I'm just going to do a little bit under the brow, very arch of the brow. Just blend that out with my finger. And then we're also going to highlight the inner corner of the eye. The bronzer of the year goes to the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer. I have one of their limited edition bronzers here, And for the Sephora VIB sale, I really want to get their original shade. So I can't wait to pick up that one, but this is the one I'm going to use in the shade Tantastic. Same formula, and this is one of my favorite bronzers, so I can definitely see why it won. Before I get carried away with bronzer, I need to mention the KKW Beauty Contour Kits. They're what made the Best of Beauty for contour this year. And I was a little surprised to see these because of all the contour products that were released this year. I definitely don't think for the price that these are worth it at all with the amount of product that you get. Though I do love the formula of the contour stick, not necessarily the highlight one. I feel like it's a little bit too dry. I would rather spend my money on Fenty, though I know that came out later. I think that contour stick trio is amazing, and I really do like the formula of those. Use the darker, more cool tone for my cheeks. These are very creamy, easy to blend. You can use a lot of product and it's not going to look too crazy. And the lighter side down my nose. I do not like the little brush that came with these kits, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use my Pro Contour Suite 97 from Sephora just to blend everything out. Now I'm going to go back to bronzing up my face using the Marc Jacobs bronzer that I love so much. For highlight, we have the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion highlighters. 100% think these should have been included. I love the formula of them. They're that baked jelly type formula, and they're so metallic, so beautiful on the skin. They say fusion in the title because they mimic skin. They really do fuse in with your skin and look natural, though they're so intense. So I'm going to be using the shade number 2 for this look, which is the more gold tone. I'm just using my Fenty highlighter brush to apply this to my cheeks. I have 2 of the lip winners in the Best of Beauty from Allure. I have the Kylie Lip Kit in Posy K. I also have the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in Rock With You. I've used this already in a tutorial, but I will be using this today because if I had to pick a favorite liquid lipstick formula, it's this one for sure. I've mentioned this in a favorites. I've used this color in a tutorial. I was really happy to see all these products that I love in the Best of Beauty. I thought they had great picks this year, ones that I really did agree with. Some I wasn't a little sure about, and some products I obviously haven't tried. The ones that I did and I have here, I truly love, and I think it was such a great year for awards. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips without talking. Here is my completed look using the Best of Beauty Allure 2017 winners. I hope you enjoyed this video idea. I thought it'd be cool to do a whole look with award-winning products this year and to create a discussion which ones you think should have been included, which ones you think shouldn't have been included. The list is obviously much more extensive than what I showcased on my face, but I couldn't apply it all to my face. And also they have different categories: skincare, hair care. For hair, I used one of the Best in Beauty products. For my hair, I did use the T3 3-barrel curling wand, and I have the biggest barrel on right now to style my hair, and I've really loved this year. So I definitely think that's an award-winning product. I use it all the time. I got rid of all my other curling wands to use this because it has the 3 barrels that I need and use. So all the other ones I donated. Also for fragrance, my favorite perfume of the year made the list, and it is the YSL Mon Petit. I can see why it made the list. It is such a beautiful scent. I get the most compliments when I wear this. My husband absolutely loves it. It is my favorite as well. Definitely recommend this one. If you're looking for a new fragrance for yourself, or a significant other for Christmas, anything like that, I recommend this one. It smells so good. That is everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and maybe I can do this video every single year or do something similar in the future, and I'll see you all in my next video.